picture-perfect Midwestern afternoon for football. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. This taken in at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Cincinnati's offense takes the field and leading the way for the reigning AFC champs is last season's comeback player of the year. A man who needs no introduction, Joe Burrow. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's got some space here. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
And as the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Now a 1st carry for Brandon Bolden. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. I think were they nickel to an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they went standard nickel, not the buffalo as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And a fake extra point. Still their lead by 2. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. On the move past the 40, and he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Carr now on 1st down, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A pair of teammates at Fresno State connecting there. Derek Carr to Devontae Adams. And the Raiders are back within a score. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
On play action, now Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep, Trent Taylor. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Shreds him with a stiff arm. Through one quarter, 14-7. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. Here we go. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 131 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this into the end zone from Bengal TD. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So that drive, total 8 plays. And it's capped off. A touchdown run of 6 yards. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. Carr going to throw. It's caught, left side, Bolden. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And incomplete on the deep ball. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Carr. Being chased out left. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, only in the 2nd quarter, Charles. We're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the right gears for intermission.
It's even tougher making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he floated one out there incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Now, Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. The 20. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, and don't fumble the football.
The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. On 2nd and 12, Carr toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. defense will need to come up with something here on third down. Carr. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They got 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Bengals will get the football back. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Room here to run. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 165 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on is the lefty, Kevin Huber, to kick it away for the Bengals here on fourth down. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. So the fake punt, a daring call this deep in their own end, and the end result, certainly not what they were hoping for.
I have to admit, I admire their daring, but I actually would like this play called better if it's between the 40s here. The problem is, even if the ball's not intercepted and it's just incomplete, you're still giving away half a field's worth of possession.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for the Bengals TV.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick six, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
McPherson on for the point after.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Raiders now set to get the football back. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. On third down. Here comes Jacobs. And to the 42-yard line here. Brought down there. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen. Getting through the break at record pace and right back to football. Third quarter, here we go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. He's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now Carr. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Whistle foul. Roughing the tackle. Defense.
Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in. So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down. Here's Kevin Huber now. And look at this, another fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Now a play fake. Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Carr. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Fighting through it, he's got space. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
215 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Burrow. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Here we go on 4th down. He will have the conversion and more than that. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals just continue to roll. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 2nd and 9. Carr. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. Now Carr, gotta have this one. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew the passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And he's got room. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. When you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad is on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Mike Hilton, always dangerous on the corner blitz, and he gets the sack.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here.
Taylor now to return it.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
Right back to him on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Mixing up the middle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. He'll try to run this one in, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. They seemingly just continue to score at will. As great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
And I love that you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From the 27, Carr. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Carr now on first down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Throwing now is Carr. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Sam Hubbard picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Carr going to go on fourth down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Logan Wilson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TD. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. But maybe some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The Raiders heading out to take over. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Carr out to throw. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Taylor now returning it. A good return there, 17 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
Here we go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Well, fans usually...
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like the lose.